Are you in a stance to make substantial changes or just to tighten up what you've been doing?
We'll see tomorrow night. Certainly, we're pondering changes. Yes.
You always talk about you like the chess match of the playoff series.
Yes.
So you're contemplating which pieces to move.
Yes.
At this point.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of areas. It's not just lineups and rotations, schemes, what you're running. A lot goes into it.
Is it kind of an automatic thing after a loss that you feel like you have to do something different?
More so, but I don't think after any game there's going to be things that worked and didn't work, whether you win or lose, that you have to adjust. So we're looking at everything.
Where's John with his sprained back?
He's questionable for tomorrow night. Did not practice today. He'll be questionable.
Frank, how much tinkering can you make because of the issues with Jan's back, sort of where Miles is, and where guys physically are after two sort of tough games?
We're expecting. We're approaching it like hopeful that Jan plays, and if he doesn't, then we'll adjust accordingly. Other moves that we could make, could impact that, or could be impacted by that. But we're just factoring everything.
If Jan doesn't play, will Miles, if he's able to go, will he be the starting center?
We'll see tomorrow night.
It's part of that chess match, taking in consideration that they're watching film too. They're making adjustments as well, so it's a give and take as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. You have to anticipate their next move as well as make your own.
What do you consider the number one priority for tomorrow's game, or number one concern?
I don't know if there is one. There's a lot of areas we have to get better, defensively, and certainly there's some things we can do offensively better as well.
What can you do about Valanciunas? He obviously has been a huge factor in the first.
Yeah, we got to do a better job. It's going to be a team effort. A lot of his stuff came on perimeter breakdowns. So we do a better job on a perimeter. Our base can stay home.
That pick and roll has been their bread and butter between Kyle and Valanciunas. Defensively, what can you do to kind of slow that down?
You can mix it up, or do what you do better. That's probably where we'll start. But obviously, you always have Plan Bs prepared.
For a guy who's battled sort of injuries all year, how difficult is it for Jan to play up to his capabilities, knowing that this probably could come at not a worse time in the season?
He's got to put it out of his mind. Like any injury, you try to put it out of your mind and play through it.
Given what you've seen here in previous postseasons, what kind of atmosphere do you expect here tomorrow night?
A great one. I'm looking forward to it. They're putting the gold shirts up right now, and it brings back a lot of good memories. We've got a heck of a home court advantage here with our fan base, and hopefully it plays out well for us tomorrow.
What role, if any, do you think playoff experience with some of your key guys has in a series like this, even though you're the lower seeded team?
I think it, experience is important. I really do, and we don't have a lot of experience as a group, but we've had some guys here that have been on deep playoff runs, and hopefully they can rely on that, to pull out a victory tomorrow night.
For this team to win this series, do you need Paul to score 30 in the game, or do you need contributions from others?
Both. We want to keep Paul around 30 and have everybody else average 32. If we can do that, we'll be in business. It's really, it doesn't concern me who's getting the shots or the points. We've got to get good looks, every time down, and we got to make big shots.
I know Jan has been a lot of the concern or the attention, but how well has Corey Joseph played for their second unit, and specifically what he was able to do on Monday night?
Yeah, he's been terrific. You have to tip your hat to him. A big factor in that win, and played well in both games. But they've got a lot of guys that are they're playing well, and that's why they won 56 games this year. They're a complete team, very, very deep. A lot of different ways they can hurt you.
Coach, what do you think of Paul's individual defense, maybe compared to the regular season so far?
He's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. He's working his tail off, and just really doing a great job. Not just on an individual matchup, but all the way around.
Frank, there's always a thought that guys, reserves and role players sort of tend to play well or better in the playoffs at home versus the road. You got good contributions in game one. What are you hoping to see from the second unit Thursday night that maybe you saw in Monday's game, or something that you haven't seen so far in the series?
Yeah, well, we believe in our bench unit. They've been a strength of ours all year, in particular late. And I expect them to have a great performance in Game 3.
What was your biggest takeaway from Game 2 that you hope to change and carry over into Game 3?
Well, like I said, it's tough to zero in on just one. We got to move the ball better. Only 13 assists offensively, and we got to do better. In terms of our weak side being in.